Hi everyone, I'm Stan Hilkey, Executive Director of CDPS. Accessibility is a top focus for our department this fiscal year, and it will continue to be a priority in the years ahead. So why is it so important? It's our duty as public servants to deliver the best possible service to our customers. That means making sure that we're meeting their needs. Our mission highlights engaged employees working together. In order to be as efficient and effective as possible at collaborating, we need to ensure that we're meeting the needs of our colleagues, our coworkers, and our partners. Odds are that you know someone who has a disability, whether that's a coworker, a loved one, a family member, a friend, or yourself. And the public you serve is certainly going to have people who have disabilities. Can you imagine excluding a quarter of the people that we interact with from a positive, effective, or meaningful experience? Or even giving them anything less than the best possible service? Of course not. That's not acceptable. We pride ourselves on our outstanding service all the time. We strive to be the best and to always improve.
1 in 4 adults in the United States have some sort of disability. More than 865,000 Coloradans have a disability. If you don't already have or haven't already experienced living with a disability, sometime in your lifetime you probably will. Not all disabilities are obvious, and not all disabilities are permanent. You probably are most familiar with the fact that there are people who are blind, deaf, or need a wheelchair. But think about yourself and the people that you have met.
About 12 million people over age 40 in the U.S. have vision impairment.
My issue is temporary, and it's about my vision. I've had cataract surgery in one eye. I'm going to get it done in the other eye, but it has been a struggle to be able to see and read things that might be too small or I need them blown up.
1 in 12 men are colorblind.
I have color vision deficiency. So if I have a pie chart on one hand and a legend on the other, and there's color coding, I cannot take the colors on this chart and cross-reference them to the reference. It's impossible to carry over the colors. The other piece is if I have like a spreadsheet and it has colors on it and there are dark letters with dark colors, it's impossible to see them. It all blends into the major color.
13% of adults aged 18 and over have some difficulty hearing.
I have hearing loss from over 30 years in construction. My dad owned a masonry company, and I ran his tile saws and brick saws that started damaging my ears at a young age. And now later in life, I've experienced hearing loss to the point where I needed hearing aids. One downside that I find with hearing aids, sometimes it amplifies noises that we don't want to hear. Often I've been on a job site and a loud tool is going off in the background, and I can hear that better than I can hear someone talking to me directly within 3 feet of me.
Dyslexia affects 1 in 5 people.
I'm dyslexic, so that means that I have a little bit of trouble processing large texts of information. So things that you can do to help me out: put easy spacing between your paragraphs whenever you're sending me an email, avoid any weird contrasts or weird colors in your emails or your notes, and also just give me a ring. I prefer to just chat about things and kind of hear things and process them that way. So just jump on a meet with me and let's chat.
Each year, an estimated 1.5 million Americans sustain a traumatic brain injury.
I suffer from a traumatic brain injury, and what that does to me is sometimes I have to take a pause because I will lose my train of thought, and I have a hard time thinking of certain vocabulary words that I know I want to say, but I can't really get them off the tip of my tongue.
So accessibility is not only the law, it's also the right thing to do, and it aligns with our values. Values such as unity, making it possible for everyone to participate fully and not excluding certain people by making it harder for them to access information and resources. Honor, showing respect for all people and abiding to our legal responsibilities. And service, providing the best possible service to everyone regardless of their abilities.
This isn't new. As a governmental agency, we're expected to abide by the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, and we have been for more than 3 decades. Our policies state that we will comply with that act. New legislation passed in Colorado in 2021 clearly defines our responsibilities and sets consequences for not taking this seriously. House Bill 21-1110 makes it a state civil rights violation for a government agency to exclude people with disabilities from receiving services or benefits because of a lack of accessibility. Inaccessible technology potentially interferes with an individual's ability to obtain and use information quickly and easily. When our systems are inaccessible, we unfairly exclude a portion of those people who need to access our information or services. The bill states that any Colorado government entity that doesn't comply with OIT's accessibility technical standards but by July 1st of 2024 could be subject to a court order to fix the problem, actual monetary damages, or a fine of $3,500 for each infraction. These standards apply to internal and external digital systems and communications. That includes our websites, apps, our digital communications such as newsletters, emails, reports, and other documents that we share digitally. We have until mid-2024 to make changes to our habits and business practices to ensure that we're providing people with disabilities equal access to our services and information.
Our communications and public information teams have already been working hard to bring our public websites into compliance by the deadline. We're thrilled to report that we've made fantastic progress and we're on track to meet our goal. We have the tools to measure our progress. When we started measuring in June of 2021, nearly all of our public websites scored what would equate to B's and C's for accessibility. Today, half of our sites are close to achieving accessibility standards and the rest are making progress. We hired a temp aide to tackle this technological puzzle, and within just a few weeks he got the main CDPS site to a perfect score on accessibility standards.
But this is much bigger than just websites. We all have a role to play because we all communicate and provide services. And we also all stand to benefit because accessibility best practices make the end product easier for everyone. For most of you, this will mean some relatively simple changes to how we send emails. It will take a little time to get used to and some practice making it a habit. For some of you, it will also mean learning some key steps to make our documents and reports accessible. That will take some time to learn, and it may add some time to producing these documents up front, but eventually it will become our norm. Finally, those of you who communicate heavily will get help and more in-depth training so that you can build up your professional skill set to be masterful in making those graphs, visuals, videos, and other content accessible.
We're starting this outreach now so that we can build the skills and habits to be ready to comply by the July 1st, 2024 deadline. HR will provide more information about training that is relevant to the tasks you perform on the job. We'll be rolling out that training over the next year so that you have time to learn and practice. At first it won't be easy and we'll make mistakes. That's okay. We're a learning organization. We believe in continuous improvements, and we have 1.5 years to learn and improve. The more we practice this, the better we'll get. Our hope is that by 2024, you all will have an understanding of the expectations and best practices and will be incorporating accessibility into your daily work habits. Thank you for all that you do for the people of Colorado and for each other. We are confident that you will succeed in this challenge because we know that the members of CDPS strive for excellence and are committed to delivering the best service.